welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am your double predictions champion, Trevin.
For now.
Joined as always by currently beltless Caleb.
Hola.
And currently beltless Zach, our cameraman and producers behind that camera, being the cameraman.
He's missing a foot!
Oh!
Yeah, but we are here to talk about NXT. Coming off of Stand and Deliver, and boy, this show neither stood nor delivered.
No. So in big news for NXT, probably why this episode kind of sucked. Starting next week will be their 2-week special, sort of the NXT version of Backlash as they're advertising it, NXT Revenge.
But they have Vengeance Day.
That was earlier this year.
They have Invasion.
No. Shut down. We are not invading.
Invasion. Dude, the way that they name some of these NXT things is just... You could go NXT Judgment Day. Or NXT Judgment, since you took the day from Judgment Day and put it on Vengeance. Because I swear, it was called Vengeance. Was not called Vengeance Day until NXT decided, we should put a day at the end of this title for no reason.
But of course, we have 2 new champions to celebrate, and unlike popular belief, men first!
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo comes out. He says, to those who stuck around, thank you. To those who don't, you're going to figure out real quick. And then Ethan Page comes out. Ethan Page.
First Joe Hendry.
Oh, yeah, because he says Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
And I already saw what was going to happen because the crowd started going crazy. Because he was probably already on the ramp.
Yeah.
So Joe Hendry comes out. Then Ethan Page comes out. Then Ricky Saints comes out. Then they get jumped.
By Dark State. And 4v4 is made for the top of the hour. Not your main event.
Yeah, not your main event.
Top of the hour to you.
No, this is the wrong show. We don't have an Irish block this episode. That was last night's episode.
Correct.
Yeah, so this gets set up. And now we go to our opening contest. Izzy Dame versus... Wait, you're still here? Sol Ruka.
Yeah. This match was made official at Stand and Deliver. But yeah, she's still here. And she will continue to be here for at least 2 weeks.
Did we watch the same fucking show? When was this match made official?
At Stand and Deliver.
When was this match made official? Did we watch the same fucking show?
During one of the commercial breaks, they made it official. When they showed what was going to happen on Tuesday.
I hate this timeline.
In the very famous words of Von Wagner, that legend that they can never get rid of in my mind, come Tuesday, the show makes no fucking sense if they don't advertise it to the people actually watching the damn show. I didn't see this, and I was watching with you.
Yeah.
Like, we watched from the beginning. I mean, we usually do everything from the beginning, except for the pre-show match. Sucked.
Yeah. I was a 10-person tag match, 5 minutes.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. Everyone get your spots in. Get your spots in. We need to show these video packages about 50 times. The same ones that you've been seeing since last Tuesday. 50 times. So you can get the stories into your head instead of following along like good fans.
Yeah. Speaking of following stories along, this match was fine. The big story is while the ref is distracted,
Spear! Out of nowhere, Zarya spears Sol in half, throws her back to the Wolves. We get the pole extension? What the fuck is it called?
Dame over.
Dame over, I guess.
That's a shit name.
Sit down, powerbomb, spine buster mix for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, set out spine buster.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Zarya goes back into the ring. It's not over till I say it's over. Kiss a Soul on the forehead.
And it is made official that I believe week 1 of Revenge shall feature Sol Ruka versus Arya in a last woman standing match.
So I told Zach this when he picked me up in the morning from work. Why not just do this 72 hours earlier?
That's a good question.
Uh,
I asked the very same question nigh out loud when I was alone in my room watching this show, being like, so we could have had this.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, you know that thing you wanted? It's not here on time, but we have something supplemental for you until then. Even though it was here the whole time. I've just been lying to you.
Yeah. But now it's time for big, meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah, honestly, a disappointing match.
Yeah.
Honestly, disappointing. I started watching this before leaving for work. I picked it back up after coming home from work, and I was like, wow, this match
Happened. Yes. The match we're talking about is the triple threat between Jasper Troy, Josh Briggs, and Keanu Carver.
The fact that I had to wait 10 hours to finish this match, I was pissed. The only thing that caught my guard was Jasper Troy goes up to the top rope for one moment, and Josh Briggs pushes him off the top rope and he tumbles to the outside. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Everything else just was there.
Yep.
Keanu pounces Jasper over the top rope, which then leads to him, what did they say? Carving up Josh Briggs for the 1-2-3.
Yeah. And we will see him later tonight.
Yeah, now, it says it on the board, so I have to do the gimmick. I don't have to do the gimmick, I want to do the gimmick. Our main event! It's not the main event.
No.
It's the main event of Stand and Deliver, the fatal four-way participants. That is your new NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo, with Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, and Ricky Saints taking on Dark State. You got Osiris, Dion Lennox, Saquon Sugars, and the White Boys back.
Yeah!
Pepper James.
Yeah. In, I believe, new gear. I think this is the first time.
No, he wore that gear when he faced Tony.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah, this match happens.
Yeah. The big story is that the main event team cannot coexist for the life of them.
Yeah, Ethan goes for a suplex at one time. He's holding Saquon up. Ricky hot tags himself in, or blind tags himself in. And Ethan, this is the best thing I've ever seen done in the tag match between people who were not coexisting. He turns around with Saquon still vertically in the suplex position. So Saquon tumbles out of it and hits Ethan from behind. But Ethan goes, "What are you doing?" And that's it. That is my most notable spot in this match.
Yeah, how the match ends is Joe Hendry and Ricky Saints are basically taken out. Dion Lennox becomes a non-factor due to Miles Bourne running interference because of vengeance. And eventually, Tony hits the spear and spine buster combo on Saquon, but in between those two moves, Ethan hot tagged Tony.
And then bicycle kicks him out the ring.
Yep. And
steals the pin.
Yeah, after a twisted grin on Saquon for the 1-2-3.
And why is Saquon the one taking these fucking pins? The man who was made to take pins just returned to action. But okay. Yeah, after the match, Tony D'Angelo lays out Ethan Page.
Yep, and then backstage, he finds Robert Stone, I guess officially your GM, without a formal announcement.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. When the fuck did they make him GM? I know they made him interim GM, but they keep saying, you're GM.
Yeah, I guess.
I would have liked to seen this happen.
Yeah, I would have liked an official announcement, not just William Regal slyly commenting, I'm gonna talk with Sean and make this permanent.
Yeah.
What happened to this brand?
Brother,
Dog shit.
I don't fucking know. But I told you, and I will stand on this 10 toes. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
gets worse it does, because we debut Chaz Starboy Hall, star-making performance for the Starboy, just to lose in a speed match to Lexus King.
Yeah. So Lexus King moves on in the speed tournament. Round 2 will face another debutee from the WWE ID program. I know it's Von something.
Dorian Vando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking on
DVD.
Yeah, taking on EK Prosper next week.
I think we see EK Prosper move on, mainly because it has been touted that EK Prosper, formerly known as Eli Knight, is highly touted as someone NXT wants to build around.
Yeah.
So I can see him moving on, getting the speed title.
By the way, Charles Starboy Hall, if you've seen his indie work, you might know him better as Starboy Charlie.
Yes, they really had him come in, outperform Lexus King, and then say, "All right, brother, you're gonna lose."
Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah.
Because technically, he is still not WWE ID champion on TV in canon, but he did win against Cappuccino Jones weeks ago.
Yep.
So that is his match where he wins the title is premiering tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As of recording. So
speaking of people doing a lot better in the match but losing.
Oh my fucking... Okay, so let's get to our main event of the evening. Yeah, you're thinking, what? Yeah.
This episode sucked.
Yeah, this episode sucked. This was the best match on the episode. It's only because it had two specific people in there. And that is Blake Monroe, your fake Women's North American Champion.
She has a counterfeit title and everything now.
With Jackson Drake taking on Shiloh Hill, and your Women's NXT North American Champion, Tatum Paxley, in a mixed tag team main event.
Now, before you say anything, I love this match, and I am continuing to love the partnership of Shiloh and Tatum. I'm sorry. It just gets me to giggle every time.
Every day we stray further from God. Every day we stray further from God. I'm not even religious.
I just laugh my face off anytime they're on screen together. They're just...
I hate it. I hate it so much. I can't fucking stand him. Get him away from her!
You're in the minority of the internet, by the way.
I don't care. I'll be in the minority. You're in the minority for fucking hating Gunther. I'd rather hate Shiloh Hill than hate on Gunther.
Yeah.
You just look dumb in retrospect.
I think they both suck.
Thank you.
Gunther does not suck.
He's stale. That means
You're
he's
stale.
I don't wrestle. I can't be stale.
Boy,
I'm
you
quite
stale.
hydrated.
Boy, you stale. You like a piece of white bread. You two like pieces of white bread. You're just stale. A little crusty.
I'm hydrated.
Yeah, no, you're the stale one. About as dry as a fucking crouton.
What?
I'm sorry. Shiloh Hill just gets my blood going. I fucking hate him.
Leave your best roast in the comments.
But this match cooked.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
The best part about this match, the part that made my eyes like, oh, geez, was actually seeing how she dismounts from the fucking apron enziguri, because Shiloh Hill is going to go do a, for lack of a better term, Undertaker leg drop on the apron. Blake Monroe says no and gets in between the ropes to stop Shiloh.
Yep.
You see Tatum run down, run up the apron, enziguri, and then land on her feet.
Yeah, this is the first time we got a camera angle where we saw the landing, and Tatum be crazy.
Yeah, Tatum and Blake were the best part about this match. Honestly, could have done without Drake or Shiloh or the rest of Vanity Project, except for Ricky Smokes. Ricky Smokes understood the assignment, especially when they made the entrance in the mirror. He goes, fucking perfect. Like, Ricky Smokes gets it.
He
Brad
gets it.
Baylor was just... And then you got Jackson Drake flexing. Who drew abs on the piece of cardboard? Because, Jesus Christ.
Probably Shiloh.
Dude, but... Fuck it. I hate Shiloh so much, bro. I hate Shiloh so much. I hate Shiloh so much, I'm going to give Joe Hendry props. I liked how Joe Hendry was moving tonight. I liked how Josh Briggs was moving tonight.
You have generational beef with this person.
He can't talk! He can't work! What else is there that he's supposed to do?
I think he was fine in ring tonight.
He's going up against Jackson Drake. I think anyone can be fine going up against Jackson Drake.
I mean, yeah, but I also feel like he did more than 2 out of 3 members of the triple threat that happened.
No, really. Brother, I watched this match intently. I don't think he did very good. I also just hate his fucking character so much. His character is so dumb. Like, I can't explain to you how much I dislike the hick that's good with computers. It is stupid. It is completely stupid. The best thing he's ever done is take apart everyone's cars. And they didn't even capitalize on it by having them record the show, by having them tape a double, by saying, oh yeah, we're really trapped here.
Yeah.
We might as well just throw on a whole nother show.
I feel like everyone just called an Uber.
Yeah, in canon, in kayfabe, they just called him Uber. But that's...
Uber was eating good that night.
Yeah, let's do this whole gimmick where... Let's do this whole segment where Shiloh's going to take apart everyone's cars. Oh yeah, next week we're going to be in Houston, so... Yeah, Blake Monroe picks up the win via shenaniganery.
Yeah.
So now she gets another title shot, presumably, at Revenge.
Probably week 2.
Oh, boy. So Tatum's losing there.
Ooh. Yeah, especially with the counterfeit title, it's like, yeah. But I feel like that just high signals Tatum to main roster. Because what else is there left for her to do?
Actually have a proper run with the NXT title. We should be saying the same thing about Ethan Page, Trevin.
Yeah.
What is there left for him to do?
Exactly. He's probably losing the revenge match and then getting to main roster.
I don't see that happening. I see them saying, continue to learn PC, buddy. Yeah, next is our main event promo of the segment, or of the night. And
it sucked.
Boy, what a fucking way to end the show. If you've ever wanted to know what a shit sandwich is, just look at this card. There's only one good part of it, and that's because this part of the sandwich fell out of the sandwich, so it is no longer tainted. Even though it is slightly tainted because Shiloh Hill's there. Lola Vice addresses the NXT universe.
Yup.
Yeah!
Her promo sucked, and
she said that she was the biggest sighting in 2022.
Let us list some other names that were signed in the year of our Lord 2022.
Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Bronson Reed, Dakota Kai, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Michin, and Cody Rhodes.
You know, your poster boy currently. Yeah, you claimed you got humbled. Clearly you need to be humbled a little more.
And then she says directly afterwards, I am undeniable. Oh, okay. So...
Undeniably not good.
And then we end the show with Fatal Influence coming out.
Getting booed out the building.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised about. They get booed out the building. They try jumping Lola. A match made official for next week. So first week. And Lola stands tall. So I wonder who is winning.
If JC stays in NXT.
Brother, if they give JC the ball again, that is a baller fucking move.
Yeah.
That is a baller fucking move.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm upset she ain't moving up to the main roster, but I'm just happy the title ain't on Lola anymore.
They really say, nah.
Yeah. It's just like, we got the cheap pop of you being the first Cuban American champion in WWE.
Woman.
Yeah. Give the ball back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will have mixed opinions on it.
I just not even trying to pick apart what she said. It was how she said it. It came across very stifled, very unconfident. Once she started getting towards the end of it, when she started going, I'm undeniable, I'm this, I'm that, she started getting the confidence, but that's when Fatal Influence comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I also...
Because we had this conversation in the car to ride home from Stand and Deliver where we basically said Lola's going to have to drop one of those titles.
Yeah.
In order to hard set herself on the other. So it's either she is dropping the mixed tag or she is dropping the NXT.
Yeah. And other people are going to be like, well, Ethan didn't. Ethan did. How many matches do you recall him having as mixed tag champion?
He did
I can recall 4.
Yes, because he did it once a month.
And you know how many times he defended the NXT North American Championship in that time frame?
Also once a month.
How many times have they defended it since they got it? I was going to say Lahidra. Lola Vice and Iguana, I think once.
Yeah.
They've had it for, I want to say, 2 months? 3?
Yeah.
Like, bruh. Unless time is just flying and they've had it for way shorter, I feel like she's had it since the Rumble.
I think so.
Or like...
Because they're the ones who took it off, Ethan and Chelsea.
Are they? I
Yeah.
thought it got passed to someone else and then they took it off of them, off the person they got passed to.
I don't think so. I think they're the ones who took it off, Chelsea and Ethan.
Yeah, that's just great, man. Yeah, that's it for this episode of NXT. Very, very, very lackluster.
Yeah, especially for a welcome back episode from a PLE.
Oh, and guess what we get next week, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Hendry concert.
Yeah!
Can't fucking wait. Can't wait. Oh my...
I don't know who he's gonna call out. I feel like it's gonna be Ricky again.
Did you not hear Robert Stone? He's not calling anyone out.
Boy, these concerts...
He's addressing his future.
It's his proclamation of going up.
It's his declaration of independence from NXT.
Probably.
Bruh, they straight up said, yo, fuck building to a feud. He's gonna address his future. Yeah, that's just called a promo. That's just called a promo. He could have done that in the back.
Yeah, you could have done it non-musically.
This could have been an email.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This whole episode
could have been an email. Nah, a fucking email. It could have been a PDF.
That's what an email is.
No, I'm talking about like, you know, in school when you would get those PDFs of just the assignment. That's all it could have been.
This could have been a sticky note you plastered on our door.
It could have been a text. It could have been in the notes app.
It could have been a single emoji.
It could have been a single emoji, and that emoji is
Shit.
yes. Yeah, but that's it for this episode of NXT. That's it for this episode of Disqualified. I am Beltless Caleb for now. Joined as always by our double predictions champion, Mr. Fivehead. Oh, sorry. That's Trevin. And joined as always by our lovely cameraman and producer, Zach, who is also beltless.
For now.
Yep.
You walking out with no belt.
I don't think that's possible.
It's possible, bitch. I'm feeling this one. We shall do Tuesdays now. No, I'm just kidding. But we will see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. And we will see you next time. Thank you for your time and peace.
Bye!